Hello there guys, and welcome to another DVD update, the first DVD update of 2026. So I'm basically going to show you guys what DVDs and box sets I have to the collection now. There is one that I got before Christmas, but I didn't see the point of doing an update for just one DVD, so I've left it to include it in the Christmas 2025 update. So let's get started, shall we? So the first, let's adjust the camera. So the first DVD, the first box set for the collection is Doctor Who Season 2. Now, I just want to add, why on earth is this so expensive? So my mum and dad got me this. I know it came out technically before Christmas, and I had a bit of a nosy at the price and stuff when they released it. So in England, in the UK, it were priced at £40 just for season 2, which I think is absolutely ridiculous. What is going on? I don't know if it's because obviously Disney was involved in this era. We know Disney is now not involved, so I don't know if it's because Disney was involved in Doctor Who. Maybe that's why the price increased. But I have noticed box sets are jumping up in price at the moment. Certain box sets are jumping up in price a little bit, but yeah, £40 for one season is very extreme. But yeah, my mum and dad did get me it, so I do have Doctor Who Season 2. Wasn't the best season as well, because we do know that the ending was rewritten because Ncuti Gatwa decided to leave. But yeah, excited to add this to the Doctor Who collection. Obviously, I want to try and keep up to date. We do know that there is a Doctor Who spin-off. We do know the Doctor Who spin-off, The War Between the Land and the Sea, that's just finished airing, and that is out on box set next month, I believe. And we do know Doctor Who is returning for a Christmas special at the end of 2026. But yeah, for now I do have season 2, so that is all up to date. My next DVD is Return to Halloween Town. Now, I do have Halloween Town 1 and Halloween Town 2. I've not got Halloween Town High, but for some reason these are quite hard to get in the UK unless you order them online. But yeah, I did say I did put Halloween Town High and Return to Halloween Town on the list that I wanted for Christmas. So I know this is the worst rated one because they did recast Kimberly J. Brown as Marnie, even though she was available. She's come out several times and said she was available to do this movie. They just decided to recast her. But I do still want it because it is part of the franchise, even though it's a bit off-putting. They did recast Marnie, but it's like, what again, Disney? Well, why did you recast her when you could have just got Kimberly J. Brown to reprise her role? She was available for it. But yeah, I do still have it because obviously I want the set, so I just need Halloween Town High now to complete the 4 films. The next 2, I have Shazam and Shazam Fury of the Gods. So I'm wanting to build my DC collection up. I don't know where this falls. I don't know if this technically falls within the DCEU. I'm not entirely sure. I know it is DC related. But yeah, the films that I've been wanting to watch, I haven't got around to watching them yet, but they are on the list to watch. The next one I have is Benidorm, the complete 8th season. So I've recently just rewatched Benidorm. When it was originally on TV, I don't think I watched it from the very beginning. It's a series you can kind of just jump in as and when you really want to. But I never actually watched the first couple of seasons. So I've literally just recently binge watched Benidorm on Netflix. All 10 seasons are on there. So, but I do want all the box sets on actual box sets. So I've got season 1 to 8. I'm just missing season 9 and season 10 now. But yeah, Benidorm, it was good. It kind of went a bit downhill the last couple of seasons, but it was still a pretty decent watch. So the DVD that I picked up myself before Christmas was this, Emerald City Season 1. So obviously The Wizard of Oz and all that sort of stuff is quite popular at the moment with the release of the Wicked movies. This season came out a number of years ago, and I remember briefly watching it. I think it was on like Sky Atlantic or one of the Sky channels that you have to pay extra for to get. And I remember watching it, and then my mum and dad actually stopped paying for said channels, or I don't know if we only had the channels for like a set number of time, and the series was still going when I couldn't watch it anymore because the channel was no longer there. So I never actually finished watching this. So yeah, it was £10, which I think is expensive, saying it's a number of years old, but it was the first time I saw it, and I've been meaning to pick this up anyway. It's quite expensive online, so I think £10 isn't too bad for it. I did get it in CEX secondhand, but yeah, I'm very excited to watch this. It's basically like a very dark version. Imagine Return to Oz, but like a lot darker than that and for adults. That's basically what this show is, from what I remember. But yeah, very excited to give this a watch. And my last DVD is the ABC Nights In. So there is a reason why I randomly have this. So basically, as you can see there, it has got The Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe on it. So this, it's basically like a compilation DVD showing surviving like footage and episodes of like shows that came out in like the 50s and 60s that all of it's like might not be existing anymore. So basically, if you're a fan of Doctor Who and stuff, you might know that a lot of episodes got wiped, especially in like the 50s, 60s, even going into the 70s and 80s. If the company didn't have the room or the money to store said programs, they usually just wiped them, and then if they weren't sold overseas, they no longer exist. But yeah, I've done a review ages ago on my channel, based on the very old Lion, the Witch and the Wardrobe, the 1967 version, because we know episode 1 and episode 8 exist. We now know episode 7, the audio now exists for that episode as well, but unfortunately no footage. But episodes 1 and episode 8 have been remastered and re-released on these compilation DVDs. So this one has episode 8 on it. So I am going to keep my original version, the version that I put on a disc from YouTube. But this has, I think, a bit that was cut out of the YouTube version. And obviously it's in much better quality. And then I want to get the one with episode 1 on. That's the episode that I've not watched. I do want to do a review of that eventually and do an up-to-date review on both. But I might actually collect the full ABC Nights In. They're just very expensive if you're getting them on Amazon. So just be wary if you are wanting this. They are quite pricey on Amazon. They're about £15 to £20 depending on which one you get. So yeah, they are quite pricey there. I do also have, this isn't a DVD, but I thought that I'd include it. I picked this up yesterday. So I got a PS2 game called Primal, which is only £3 in my CEX. I've never played it, but it looks interesting. Would you guys be wanting to see a physical game collection? Let me know. I do have my stack of PS2 games over there, and on top of games in both them drawers. So if anyone wants to see a game collection update, I would be more than willing to do one. I won't mind doing one, to be fair, just so I have a collection. But obviously that's for another time. But yeah, these are all the DVDs that I got over Christmas and December. So yeah, what do you guys think? Sorry about this. I know this is quite a long video, but usually the Christmas one is usually in January. So yeah, what do you guys think? Let me know, and I will thank you. Well, thank you for watching. Again, if you want me to, I will be reviewing this at some point and doing an up-to-date review. But do you want me to review any of these? Let me know. On all them and all them. Well, you can't really see them, but I do have 4 boxes full as well. But yeah, let me know if you want to see any reviews. And yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching.